Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here we are again on another Sunday morning.
Yes.
Here we are again dealing with these same old topics.
Yes.
Here we are again. We're going to focus. We're going to stay focused. Mm-hmm. They say this is Marriage Boot Camp 2020. Everybody been talking about 2020 vision. Mm-hmm. Everybody been talking about seeing clearly. Mm-hmm. See, but first you got to hear. Once you hear, this is what I've been saying for 2020. 2020, look for the results all 2020. No matter what they saying, look for the results. No matter how much they praying, look for the results. This is 2020, the year of clear vision. Everybody say they got a clear vision. Everybody say they got 2020 vision. Always look for the results. No matter what we saying, look for the results. No matter what they doing, always look for the results. No matter what, look for the results. When they done talking, look for the results. When they are done fasting, look for the results. When they are done praying, look for the results. See, we've been so caught up on listening to what people been saying. We've been so caught up with the music and the noise, but we ain't been watching. Look for the results. No matter what somebody's doing, always look for the results. Marriage Boot Camp 2020, January 19th. We're going to pick up where we left off at. Like I said, when you talk about these touchy subjects, when you hit these delicate subjects, when you talk about sex, when you talk about money, when you talk about domestic violence, when you talk about, as Lady Bell said last week, when you talk about those controversial issues, when you talk about those issues they're not talking about every day. So when we talk about oral sex, we got a lot of backlash. I'm not scared of no backlash. When we because these are the things that we deal with.
Real life issues.
This is real life issues. Day to day. I'm not going to say all the time, but most of the time, like yesterday, we out and about. Most of the time when me and Lady Bell is out somewhere, we always run into somebody that don't even know us. Right. Just in casual conversation, we hear all their problems. We hear their marital problem. We hear their family problem. We hear their wife problem. We hear their husband problem. We was at Home Depot yesterday. The sales lady followed us all the way from the back of the store to the front, then stood at the front door with us for another 15, 20 minutes, talking to us about her personal family issues. So problems are out there. The pain is out there. The pressure is out there. Everybody, us included, are dealing with pain every day. Everybody, us included, is dealing with problems every day. Everybody, us included, is dealing with pressure every day. And that's why we ended 2019 home first. No matter what, you got to take care of home first. Listen, dude, especially you young dudes, listen to me. Listen to me, young dudes. If you under 40, home first. Always take your home first. A lot of these old dudes, my age, I'm going to be 56. In about 5 more days, I'm going to be 56 years old. A lot of dudes, the age, we missed it. You know, we was taught a lot of stuff. Last week, we talked about that dangling carrot. We'll talk about that dangling carrot. Listen, young dude, home first. Like I said, I'm not going to let them scare me about this oral sex thing, because that's what a lot of men are complaining about. When it comes to money, that's what a lot of women are complaining about. When we're getting divorced, when we're getting separated, that's what people are getting separated about. The lack of sex and the lack of money. So we talked about last week about Lady Bell read about being the Proverbs 31 woman. We talked about all those things that she do. She shop for bargain. She knit and she sews. She's up before the rising of the sun. She's eager to get her day started. She's quick to assist. She's quick to help. She makes her own clothes. She knits and sews. She buys a field and she plants a garden. That's a whole lot of stuff to do. And ain't no woman in 2020 doing that. That woman is doing too much. Listen to me, young dude. Listen to me, young couple. Let me tell you, young dudes, something. Especially you young dudes that go to church. I understand. I was young one time. You young. You married. You starting a family. You want to make sure you have the best home possible, the best marriage possible. So you start taking your family to church. But let me tell you, sometimes church teaches us a lot of nonsense. Church teaches us a lot of misinformation. See, let me tell you, young dude, do not go to church getting caught up in 3 and 4 ministry. Do not let your wife go to church get caught up in 3 or 4 ministry. Do not let your wife get caught up with all these women that all they want to do is go to church. Then they get your wife caught up doing 3 and 4 ministries and calling her a Proverbs 31 woman.
Yeah, what my husband is saying is that you should have balance in your life, especially being newly married. When you're newly married, you're still learning each other. So, and it even talks about that in the Bible. You need to take those first, I would say 5 years, getting to know each other. And when you're running a church every night, we're not saying there's something wrong with going to church, but when you're involved in so many different ministries, you're spreading yourself thin. Your ministry starts at the home. Your ministry starts with your husband. You said, I do, and you did. So you have to walk that out, and you have to have a balance in all things.
You have to have a balance in all. You have to have a balance in all things. We talk about, like I said, then we broke it down. We already got to do a recall and review. When we talk about oral sex, we talk about talk. A lot of couples don't even want to communicate. You got to start off by talking to each other. Kiss, and people don't even kiss no more. Husband and wife don't even kiss no more. That's the first sign of oral sex. Kiss, hug. You got to hug. When the last time you hugged your wife? When the last time you hugged your husband? When the last time you touched? Husband and wife don't even touch. That's the art of making love. That's the art of oral sex. It's all the before the foreplay. Talk, kiss, hug, touch. Did y'all get that? Talk, kiss, hug, touch. Basic things that we don't do in our marriages anymore. The basic thing that we do not do in our marriages anymore. I try to tell y'all this because, see, like I told y'all, I'm going to brag about this. I'm going to be 56 in a couple of days.
Oh, boy.
And a lot of us old dudes, we missed it. That's what I'm telling you, young dudes. When these old dudes are talking about sex ain't important, get away from him. When the old dudes are talking about happy house, happy wife, happy life, get away from him. When any old dudes are saying, well, how do you make your marriage last? I just do whatever she say. Get away from him. Get away from them old dudes talking that nonsense. You got to put in the work. You got to have to. It ain't no such thing as happy wife, happy life. No, happy house, happy spouse, happy house. Everybody got to be happy in my house.
It has to be a balance.
Everybody has to have a degree of happiness in my house. No, she just can't be happy and I'm miserable. And everybody else miserable. Get out of here. Listen to me, young dude. Get away from them old dudes talking that nonsense. We talking about a virtuous. What's a virtuous woman, Lady Bell?
Okay.
See, because we talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, but they say, oh, the virtuous woman. But they always, when they say virtuous woman, a lot of people refer to the Proverbs 31 woman. And like I said, ain't no woman doing all that. That woman is doing too much.
Well, like I said last week, though, when you talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, I feel, my opinion is that she did that in seasons. I felt like that's just giving you a guideline and a base, and that she did all of those things in different seasons in her life. The definition of a virtuous woman, having or showing high moral standards. Having or showing high moral standards.
So we talk about the virtuous woman. We talked about all those things she did. But the most important thing is, we read all those things that she did. But the most important thing is her husband trusts in her. She treats him generously, never spiteful.
Right.
See, so listen to me, young couple. When you talking to these people, And they talk about when these women talking about they Proverbs 31 woman, a virtuous woman. Is she generous to her husband? Is she never? I've always been told never use words of infamy. Did I say that right? Never, always. They say you can't use those words. You never do this. You always do that. No, you can't never and always do anything. He ain't always wrong. He ain't never right. Come on now. Never, always. Come on. But but does he trust in you? Do your husband heart trust in you? Do you treat him generously? Are you always spiteful? Are you never spiteful? Are you spiteful when you want to be spiteful? Well, I know how to get back at him. I'm going back down that sex trail. See, sometimes a man got to beg for sex. You want to give it to him once a month, twice a month. See, the only time a woman really ain't have no problem giving her man sex is, see, I said, his heart trusting you. See, sometimes, ladies, you got to apologize. Most men I talk to, my wife never apologized. My wife never thinks she's wrong. My wife thinks that I'm the problem. See, but no, sweetheart, you got to apologize too. When you wrong, you got to apologize too. Never spiteful. But see, I tell a lot of dudes, listen to me, young dude, you got to have patience with her. Because most of the time, she ain't going to think she's wrong, and she going to be real spiteful. She's not quick. She's never quick to apologize. She's never quick to apologize. And I used to tell dudes this all the time. We're getting ready to wrap up. I used to tell dudes this all the time. A woman, see, that's when it comes to getting sex easy. A woman would rather give you some sex than apologize to you because she'd rather wash over the issue. She'd rather wash over the problem. She'd rather wash over the situation. What do I mean by that? See, you mad and you walking around the house mad because you want her to apologize. But she's determined she's not going to apologize, even though she knows she was wrong. So you mad and you pouting. You in your man cave, you mad and you pouting. She in the other room talking to her girlfriend. Girl, I know I was wrong, but I ain't going to apologize to him. See, it's spiteful. I ain't going to apologize to him, but he in there pouting. He in there whining. So, girl, let me go in here and give him a little bit, and he'll forget all about it.
And ladies, I think that's where it's important to communicate and talk through whatever the issue is. But also, I think too, young people, women deal with a lot of hormones. So a lot of times when you're speaking with a woman, you need to keep track of when her cycle is, because a lot of it is hormonal. You just never know, you just never know.
Now, since you said that, Lady Bell, so you got to know your wife. Dwell with her according to knowledge. You have to dwell with her according to knowledge. You got to study her. You got to watch her. Now, we talked about that, women issues and since you brought up women's cycle and women's menstrual period and all that, and hormones and monthly hormones and going through menopause, I made it my duty. Study her, dwell with her according to knowledge. I made it my duty to know this woman's cycle better than she knew her cycle. When she was pre-cycle, and did she have an attitude before her cycle, after her cycle? Was she horny before her cycle, after her cycle? And if you're lucky, dude, if you study her, you find out if she's horny before her cycle, after her cycle. But if you're lucky, she might be horny before and after. But I want to get back to this, because I got a lot of backlash because I said the dangling carrot, and I'm going to solve this dangling carrot. So when I say a lot of us been taught, we went to church for all them years, and all pastor taught us with the dangling carrot. Everything gonna be all right. Dangling carrot. You're gonna be blessed and highly favored. Dangling carrot. All these promises. Don't worry about it. Everything gonna be all right. See, it's sort of like that show Greenleaf. see, ain't nobody. Pastor say this and pastor going home fighting. Pastor say this and all this junk going on. But pastor constantly feeding you that dangling carrot. Pay your tithes and offering. Everything gonna be all right. Give a seed offering. Everything gonna be all right. Just trust God. Everything gonna be all right. 2020, double portion. Everything gonna be all right. Quit believing that dangling carrot.
And come up with a plan.
Come up with a plan. Let me tell you, do something. 2020, get a clear vision. Don't just don't just listen to what they saying. Look for the results. 2020. If you don't do anything else, if you don't hear anything else I say, home first. Let me tell you, do something. Take care of home first. Because when the rubber hits the road, if your house ain't a place of peace, if your home is not a place of comfort, and you don't want to come home, ain't nobody out there in the streets really trying to help you. Team Bell, 1 + 1 will always be
1.
2 is bigger, but it's always
1.
1 1,000, but 2
10,000.
10,000. Team Bell, we out.
No, just a minute.